Hi everyone, my name is Celeste. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. Today's class is going to be focused on our shoulders. Now, before we begin, as usual, I would like to explain why we're doing what we're doing. So if you don't fancy listening to me chatting about the brainstem, then please feel free to skip me all the way up to this minute and go ahead and start with the class. So let's talk about the brainstem. This beautiful part of the brain deals with autonomics, such as your heart rate or your breathing. But it also does something really cool, that is, it deals with muscle tone. So what happens is the following. Depending on each part of the brainstem, if we stimulate that area, we can potentially improve flexion or extensor tone. The midbrain and the medulla, the two M's, help us facilitate flexion tone, and the pons, extensor tone. So there are different ways that we can target the brainstem, but for today's class, we are going to be using a drill called air hunger. As usual, safety first. If this drill makes you feel dizzy or doesn't feel comfortable or good in your body, please refrain from doing, or perhaps try to do it a little bit less intense. And for today's class, I invite you to bring a broomstick, like so, because we are going to be using one. Actually, we're going to be using it the majority of the class. So please bring it to you and let's get to the class. All right, so today we're going to start standing up. I invite you to choose a comfortable stance, perhaps your feet hip width or a little bit wider. Relax your arms beside you, relax your shoulders, and grow really tall through the crown of the head and ground down through the sole of your feet and your toes. Take a big inhale through the nose, expanding through the belly. And as you exhale, I invite you to close your eyes if you feel like. Or perhaps you want to soften your gaze down. Or if any of these options are not suitable for you, maybe you can keep your eyes open. But if you choose to keep them open, then I invite you to fix your eyes in a point in front of you and keep it there as much as you can. Let's take another big inhale through the nose. Feel the belly expand and your chest. And as you exhale, sigh it all out. So feel the floor beneath you. And I invite you to make a little scan of your body, starting from the sole of your feet, going up your shins and calves. Your knees, perhaps if you feel like they are super extended at the back and a bit collapsed, I invite you to micro bend them and find a little bit of buoyancy. Continue out through your thighs and hamstrings, all the way up to your hip space, your glutes. Big breath and take the air to your hip space and feel the heaviness and grounding of your lower body. Exhale, sigh it out. Keep moving your attention up to your low back and lower belly, up to the mid back, your thoracic spine, and your upper belly, up to your chest and upper back, shoulders and arms. Feel the heaviness of your arms hanging beside you. Continue up your collarbone and all around your neck and head. And I would like you to take a mental picture, if you could, right now, of the state, the way you perceive your body, the way you sense your body right now before moving. Very gently, we're going to start to take the weight forwards and back to your toes and your heels. Nice. And then gently come to center and go side to one foot and the other. Nice. Back to center. place your palms together and start rubbing those palms. Be really thorough with the rubbing. If you fancy, if you want, if your eyes were closed, you can already start opening them, but there's no need. You can keep them closed for a little bit longer. I'll open them. Nice. Again, be thorough between your fingers, the back of your hands, and then go up to the wrists and the forearms. Remember that always measure and move the amount of tension that you want to apply on this. Tension, rather, how intense do you want to do the rubbing? I found that on my skin, on my body, it's really nice to go really thorough. But if you feel like you want to be softer on your stroke, then be my guest. Amazing. Because remember that this is something that has to work for each of us, and it will work individually differently. Go to your upper arm and shoulder. Be really thorough on the shoulder as well. The neck. Go down from the side of the neck, like behind the ear. Slide your hand down towards your shoulder and your hand. Another time. All the way down the arm. Nice. And then go to the other upper arm. Elbows. Shoulder. Neck. And again, place your hand behind your ear and slide it down your arm and your fingertips. Whoosh, all the way down. Nice. Amazing. Now place your hands on your chest. Give me a rub side to side. Perhaps place your feet together and give me a sway of your hips and knees as well as you rub the chest. Nice. And then go into one foot, doesn't matter. And again, sway your hips side to side and your knee as you do some stroke on the upper belly, so on your ribs. And then the other leg on your lower belly. Yay, side to side. Nice. Perhaps stand both your feet. Give me a more rub on your belly, your groin. Place the hands behind your back, like on your low back, and slide them down the back of your legs and from the tip of your toes up through the front of the leg and down and up. One more time and up. Now place your hands on your knees and rub the knees, rub the back of your knees, the ankles, the outside and the inside. And then let's go to our feet. Keep breathing in and out through your nose as much as possible throughout the entire class. Nice, other foot. Amazing. Between the toes, you can spread the toes as well, away from each other. Right. Right, now drop your torso down, relax your shoulders, relax your head, bend the knees. Give me 2 breaths here. And then roll your spine all the way up, vertebra per vertebra, head and neck come last. All right, now let's grab the stick, lovely stick. We're gonna grab it, wrap it with all our 5 fingers. So the thumb is also gonna go up. It's not gonna go down to hug the stick, rather go up. So all the knuckles are in line with each other. And we are gonna do wrist extension and flexion. So we are gonna go up through the wrists, really feel like the wrist is guiding the movement to a comfortable flexion on the shoulders. And then we extend through the wrist, and because the wrist goes down, the arm goes down and then up. Imagine you would be painting, but front. And then down. Up, the wrists go up and the wrists go down. And because of the wrist, now when we go down, it's tempting to open the palm, but I want you to really keep hugging the stick. Make it really big and expressive and feel the sensation on the wrists and on your forearms and also on your shoulders as well. And as we do this, I want you to really try to keep your scapula forward. and not collapse on the scapula. I really try to engage those scapular muscles too. Now we stop at the middle and give me some circles, scapular circles with, guess what? Your scapula, backwards and then forwards. Nice, well done. Now, open your arms a little bit wider and open your stance a little bit wider too. And now you can wrap the stick with the thumb, like so, like grab it. I would like you to first take a look at what I'm gonna do, so then it's a little bit more clear while we are moving. The idea is, we take the stick close to our body. I am not gonna be fully sliding in on my body because I have the mic, but you could do so. And we're gonna take it up, and as we take it up, the shoulders open to the sides. Continue to roll it up. Careful with your nose, should you have a big nose like me. And then we take it all the way up. Once we reach up, we inhale, take the stick all the way up, and as we exhale, we side bend towards the right. And then we drop the left hand down. And then we roll the spine to the center, bring the stick to the body, and we roll it all the way up, and we reverse, okay? This first time is gonna be halfway, and then I'm gonna guide you to do a full circle with the stick. So let's go, inhale up. Actually, start down. Let's start down, bring the stick towards your body and slide it up. As you slide it up, open the elbows, all the way up, 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 up. I hit my nose. I did what I said not to do. And then really inhale as you take your shoulders up. Really, really, really try to touch the ceiling with the stick. And on an exhale, we drop the right hand down and the left is gonna go up. So the stick now is perpendicular to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the left hand down. So now the stick is parallel to the floor. And then take the stick towards the front, stays parallel. Really round through the spine and push through the center of the spine up and drop your head. And then bring the stick close to your body and slide it all the way up. Elbows open, whoosh. Inhale, up, up, up. Exhale, left side drops. Now the stick is perpendicular to the mat. And then inhale here. Exhale, drop the right hand and the stick is parallel to the floor, and then round the spine and bring the stick in front of you. Place the stick close to your body and slide it up. Nice, let's do two more. Exhale down towards the right, drop the left, take it to the front and slide it up. Let's make it a little bit more fast pace. And then towards the left, drop the right, really round through the spine, back to center and bring it close to your body, slide it all the way up. Nice, relax, give me a shoulder, I don't care. Now what we're gonna do, take a look again, we're gonna do a full circle. So we're gonna slide it up towards the right, all the way towards the front, and then we're gonna come back from the right side up. We're gonna really need to be engaging the side muscles. So let's go for the challenge. If at some point, if you feel like the full circle is too much, you can come back to half circles. All good, just own your body. So let's go. Inhale as we slide it all the way up and grow tall, tall, tall. Exhale, side bend towards the left. Then the left drops down, so the stick is parallel to the mat. Bring it towards the center. Continue towards the left, and then lift the right arm up. So we are side bending to the left now. And inhale, up. Exhale, drop it down. Release. And let's go again. Inhale to slide it all the way up. Take it towards the ceiling and then drop left side towards the left, and then drop the right hand down. Stick is parallel to the floor. Take it towards the front, really round through the spine, and then continue towards the right. Bring the left arm up. So now the stick is perpendicular and we are side bending towards the right. And inhale, up. Woo, release. Nice. Now, if you understood the movement, now we're gonna try to do it once each side, but a little bit more fluidly, okay? So I'm not gonna cue you, you're gonna do it on your own time. Let's go, let's try to make it a little bit more smooth. And remember, if you need to bend the knees, really own and adapt your body. Don't collapse into your knees Just keep them buoyancy. And let's go. Inhale, up. Start to the right. Let's go. Front, left, and up and down. Well done. Let's go to the other side. Slide it up. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, down, front, other side, and up. Woo, team. Well done. You did awesome. Leave the stick at the top of the mat. Leave it there. We're gonna need it. We're gonna use it a lot. So inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Exhale, bend the knees as you fold your torso forward. Relax your head, relax your jaw. Place your hands on your knees. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen through the torso, through the spine. Really lengthen back through the tailbone and forward through the crown of the head. Glutes are so engaged. And then we exhale and fold, drop the head once more. Give me a nod saying no, a nod saying yes. Place your hands on the mat and step your feet back to a plank. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees down, bend through the elbows, take your torso down. Untuck your toes, really engage the glutes, hands under your shoulders, elbows back. Inhale up with the torso, little baby cobra. Exhale, drop it down, tuck under your toes. Take your hips back for child's pose. Inhale here. Big exhale. Inhale. And then we lift the hips up for a downward facing dog. Rock and roll team, you are doing so amazing. Give me a little pedal on your down dog. And then inhale, lift your heels all the way up. Exhale, deep bend on the knees and step your feet towards the center of the mat. And then drop the head and roll the spine all the way up to standing. Amazing. All right, we are gonna do the air hanger drill that I was talking about. But before that, we are gonna measure our shoulder flexion to see if this is good for us, if this works for us, or if our brain doesn't really like brainstem activation through air hanger. Okay, so let's first go into actually, let's grab the stick. Let's take hold it however you want, really. Doesn't matter if the thumb is up or hugging. Take it up, as much flexion as you can. And then take your feet a little bit wider than hip width. Take your toes to the diagonals. Inhale here and exhale, slowly drop it down, really engage through those glutes to a malasana. Let's drop the stick. Look, perhaps it's a lot for the first malasana that we're gonna be doing. So wiggle your malasana a little bit. Now this is cool because also malasana is flexion all over. So it's not gonna only help on our shoulders, but it might also help on the way we feel the hips and the knees. So check with that and lift, take your arms, grab the stick and take your arms up and just check with how all this feels, how it feels on your knees, on your hips, on your shoulders, and then release everything, go all the way up and let's air hanger, baby. So the idea is we do an inhale, a relaxed exhale, we stop the breath on the exhale, and then we do a fast squat. Now we need to squat as quickly as we can, and when we start feeling that we really want to inhale, we stop, we inhale, we recover in 1 or 2 breaths, and then we retry, okay? We assess again the flexion. So let's go. Inhale, exhale, hold it, and let's go. Inhale, release. Let's try that one more time. Inhale through the nose, exhale it out, pause, and let's go. Hold the breath. All right, let's go down to the malasana. I already feel that my hips feel a lot better. Let's check with the shoulders. Yeah, mamacita, I love this. To me, this drill is amazingly helpful. How about you? Does it feel good? Let's go again. So check again with your flexion. Check again the way your hips feel, your knees. And let's go. Now remember, you stop whenever you start feeling that, I want to take a breath. Then you stop and breathe, okay? We don't want you to get super dizzy. And if this is making you dizzy, then please don't do it anymore. Look after yourself first. For those who found value on this, let's go again and see if we can improve a little bit more. Okay, let's go. Inhale. Exhale out. Pause and if you're still going for it, go for it. If you stop before me, it's all good. Now, let's go again. Malasana, squat. Yes. Yes, it does work for me amazingly. Okay, team, well done. Let's come to stand at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale to fold, strong back body. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale as we fold. Place the hands on the mat. Step your feet back to a plank. And vinyasa, either chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Give me a little pedal. And a releasing breath. Inhale to lift your heels up. Exhale, deep bend on the knees and step your feet forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, strong to the glutes to stand up to Tadasana. Grab the stick once more. I hope I've got space for this. All right, so let's take the weight towards the right leg. And then we fold the torso forward for a warrior 3. Try to keep those hips square. I'm gonna try how to wiggle my stick. And then hug your stick with your hands, grab it, and take your arms forwards. And really push forward through those shoulders. A little round through the spine. Inhale here. And exhale, big step towards the back of the mat for a high lunge. Really push the shoulders up, up, up. They're kissing your ears. And then exhale, slowly drop the back knee down and tuck the toes. Now, I will show you the next one from the front. We can do it together actually. So, take the stick next to you on the side, not of the front leg, but the back leg. So in this case, it would be towards the left because we're doing the same side. Now, slide the left hand down. You are gonna then wiggle it a little bit more to adjust it on your body. And then grab the top of the stick with your right. The palm is gonna be facing forward and open the elbow towards the back of the right hand. Now, tuck the tailbone in slightly and then open, and as you open the elbow back, this right hand is gonna slide down a bit more and we're gonna side bend towards the left and then straighten the stick towards the right, towards the left and rotate towards the ceiling, look up. Big inhales. And now we take the stick back and feel opening through the chest. Exhale to come back to center. Take the stick up. All right, drop it down. We can do it one more time. I'm gonna come forward a bit more because this is annoying me. So take the stick a little bit further if you want towards the left. Grab hold with the right. Take the left down. Open the elbow out. And as you open, tuck the tailbone, take your hips forward into the lunge and lengthen the arms and open through the chest. Rotate towards the ceiling and look up. You can be here, you could be here, really go as deep as you fancy, as you want and as it feels comfortable. And then back to center, really strong to bring the stick up. Amazing, you are doing so good. Now tuck under your back toes, lift the back knee up and turn the hips and the legs to a warrior 2 stance. Take the stick back, whoosh. Now we're gonna grab the stick with the palms facing forward. So the shoulders are gonna be rotated externally. And now we're gonna inhale, grow tall through the spine. Exhale, bend the front knee a little bit more and take the left arm up and side bend and really bring this left arm forwards. And then come back to center and keep going, and now reverse the warrior and bring the right arm up. And then we exhale to go down and inhale up and down and up. Nice, come to warrior two. Bring me to a goddess. Now, get your hands closer to each other. We continue grabbing the stick with the palms facing forwards. Now, closer to more or less shoulder width. So deep in your goddess. Actually, let's release the goddess for a second. Lengthen your knees. Now bend the knees. Extend through the shoulders. So take the hands back and up. Imagine you were trying to pull the stick apart and really press out through those hands. Really imagine you were trying to pull it apart. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, lengthen the legs. Now bend the knees and try to flex the arms a little bit higher up and try to pull the stick apart. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Down, deep bend on the knees. As you drop the torso forward, feet are parallel to the tops of the mat. And you can slide your stick down through the back of your legs and leave it on the mat. Inhale, lengthen the torso up. Exhale, walk your hands towards the right leg, frame the right foot and step it back for a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, drop knees down. Bend the elbows back and tuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push it back to a child's pose. And lift your hips up for a downward facing dog. Awesome. Now inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, deep bend on the knees and give me 2 or 3 or 4 big expressive steps forwards. Drop the head, relax the neck, relax the jaw, and roll the spine all the way up to standing. Amazing. Grab the stick again. Take the weight towards the left leg this time. Drop it to a warrior 3. Now remember, really strong through this back leg, pointy toes, square the hips or at least keep them facing the floor. A little round through the spine as we take the arms forward. Really press forward with the hands. And exhale, big step back to a high lunge. Press up through the stick and exhale, drop the back knee down and tuck the toes. And I'll move towards the front so we can do it again. Now this time take the stick towards the right. Place the right hand down and the left will grab the stick forward with the palm facing forward. We'll grab it up, sorry. Remember, there's a lot of little movements here. So we have the tuck on the pelvis. We open through the elbow back. Keep this idea of opening through the armpit and the chest. And as we kind of rotate towards the ceiling, we look up and then we straighten the arms and drop the hips towards the left a little bit and feel the opening on your left side body. And you can do this. Really wiggle here, play around a bit. And then come back to center. Strong stroke and whoosh. Bring it up, amazing, release. Give me a shoulder shrug. And we're gonna go again. Place the stick a little bit further should you wish to. Grab it from the top, right hand down, open through this elbow, tuck the pelvis, tuck the tailbone. And then side bend towards the right. And as you rotate towards the ceiling, lengthen those arms and push your hips a little bit towards the left. Remember, you can control this. You could stay here, opening through the elbow. You can look down as well if it's too uncomfortable or heavy to keep the head there. Really adapt these to you. And then back to center, strong through those left side muscles and whoosh, bring it up. Well done. Now tuck under your back toes and lift it up for a warrior two stance. I'm gonna just face you. Now this time, let's keep the stick forward. Now take the stick all the way up. Really push the shoulders up. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale as we side bend towards the front leg. And feel the lengthening on the right side. Don't put the stick on the floor. And exhale, up. Inhale, up, 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 and exhale. One more. Nice, and up. And then continue to kind of a reverse warrior, but holding the stick. And then come back to center and open for a goddess. Now this time we're gonna take the stick forward and we're gonna do the same as trying to pull this stick apart. So we're gonna press towards the outsides with our hands. So let's start down. Remember, deep on your goddess, as deep as you can and you feel comfortable. Glutes are super engaged and your knees are trying to go back rather. So let's go, try to pull the stick apart. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, relax, lengthen those legs. Big inhale, exhale down. Take the stick forward 90 degrees. Try to pull it apart. Really go for it, go for it, go for it. 3, 2, 1, release, lengthen the legs. Now we're gonna go up and down through those knees. And let's go, pull it apart for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, and forward, fold, forwards. Of course, forward, fold, forwards. Inhale, lengthen, up, halfway lift. Walk your hands to frame the front foot and step it back to a plank. Vinyasa, either chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, and let's go to a down dog. Grab your stick. Let's go to a narrow leg down dog. Take the stick forward and place your thumbs over the stick, rather than under, over the stick. Really strong through those glutes, really strong, and try to, without losing and without face planting, please be careful. Really try to engage your back muscles and your glutes to keep you, to pull you back. As you lift the stick up, keep breathing, and exhale down. And one more time, up. And exhale down. Release the stick, roll it forward. Release your head on the child's pose. Now roll the spine up to kneeling, or actually to be sitting on your heels. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale as we grow tall and take the arms down, roll the shoulders back, shine the chest forward. Really small, little back bend, really engage those glutes. Deep neck flexors are engaged. And then as we exhale, we fold the torso forward as we take the arms back and over as much as you can and you feel comfortable. And then exhale, drop those hands and roll yourself up to sitting on your heels once more. Now take the left palm behind you, more or less at the center of your spine. Inhale to grow tall and exhale to open through this shoulder. Take the elbow back. Keep breathing and release, change the hand. Inhale up and open towards the back and lengthen up through the elbow. And exhale, release. Now keep your knees where they are. Bring your toes to kiss each other and open your knees a little bit wider. Walk your hands forward and we're gonna do a bit of puppy but passive to active. So walk your hands as forward as you can. And then big inhale to grow long through the spine and exhale to drop the chest, drop the chin. Inhale, round through the spine and active puppy. Exhale, drop the chin and the chest. Inhale, really active. And let's stay a little bit in this active puppy. And then walk your hands back. Take your feet forward and relax into a Shavasana. Very well deserved, team. So make your way to a comfy Shavasana. the more comfortable you've done so far, ever. You can take your legs out long, or you can, like I am gonna do, just bring your knees up and let them drop towards the center. Place your hands wherever they feel more comfortable. And give me a big sigh. And we take these last few moments to check in one more time with the way we feel, the way our body and our energy feels. This is a time to collect all the information, the new information that we have about our bodies, about our energy and the way we feel. Being proud for having showed up, for taking this time to connect, to move the body around mindfully. No matter how much, how little, how big or how small your movements were, or if you stayed in a little child's pose, observing the class, really everything is absolutely fine. You did exactly what you needed to. So be proud for showing up, for taking the time. Remember that teaching the body new ways to move, it's a journey. It's not something that overnight happens. And yes, drills like the air hanger might have unlocked a new range of motion in you. And if so, remember that you can keep this exercise for yourself, to do it whenever you train. But if it didn't work, then it's okay. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong. It just means that it's not the drill for you. And then we learn something new that is, okay, this might not be for me, at least not today. And remember, if the stick was too much, or you felt that really is not for you, or if you absolutely loved it, then all these little instances of learning are super important for our whole self. So be patient in your learning journey. And just breathe and release and relax, melting into the floor. If you want to stay in your Shavasana for longer, if you can stay in your Shavasana for longer, then please feel free to do so. But if you're ready to move out of the practice, then bring some movement to your tippy toes and your fingers. Do any last movements that you fancy. Perhaps bring your knees towards your chest and give it a big hug. And then roll towards one side and pause. And slowly bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position, placing one hand on top of each other at the heart center. Be proud, be thankful for all the amazing things that your body does for you every single step of the way. And be patient with your body. Remember, it's doing a lot of things that we don't even know it's doing. And we demand for more, and sometimes we get a bit too demanding. But everyone has its own times. And yes, the body is amazing, and yes, it can do loads of super cool things. But cultivating patience to learn is key, to be kind. and to not hurt your body. So a big, proud inhale through the nose all together. And sigh it all out. Palms together. All right, well done team, you did so good. Thank you so much for taking this class. I hope you have enjoyed this stick sequence. It's a bit odd, and thank you for hanging in there with my rough, very cut English of today. But I hope you have enjoyed it anyway. And if you did, let me know in the comments. And if you didn't, let me know in the comments too. I would love to hear from your experience. If you think that anyone might benefit from this video, please feel free to share the love. Subscribe to my channel for more weekly content and hit the notification bell to be the first one to find out when I post any videos. And I will see you on the mat very soon. Bye bye.